Thank you so much for attending my presentation about the most threatening move in VGC, and first let's look at some of the contenders. If you've been following competitive Pokemon at all, you'd know that this is a stacked category. Astral Barrage and Glacial Lance seem like the most obvious picks, being blanket 120 base power spread moves, pretty balanced if you ask me. Miraidon's Electric Drift is only single target, but is notable for just kinda killing every single Pokemon in the game. Taking this move isn't easy, you need to be a bulky resist or you just drop. Even so, these moves aren't my pick. Well, what about Fake Out, stopping a Pokemon from moving? Especially in modern VGC, this is very dangerous. The only consistent counterplay to this move is Protect, which 40+% usage or Shifu just deletes with Unseen Fist. It literally creates no-win situations. Or what about Trick Room, reversing the dimensions and letting slow bombs like Calyrex Ice, Ursaluna, Hatterene, and Torkoal go first? Once again, these are all great moves. Even so, though, I think there's one move that beats them all. For my money, the most threatening move in VGC right now is actually Encore. This is a relatively simple status move, forcing the target to repeat their last used move for 3 turns, no more no less. Encore's effect works on essentially every move in the game, only failing against Z moves and Dynamax Pokemon. In other words, finding a clean way to stop it in Gen 9 isn't easy. Now this is obviously a really strong move, but my placement of it at the top might seem a bit weird if you're a singles player. It has a long history in singles formats for being great, don't get me wrong. Being able to lock an opponent into a less than desirable move is very nice and can stop dangerous setup sweepers. But what makes it so much more dangerous in VGC? The largest point in Encore's favor in doubles formats is just how common one-time use moves are. Things that you don't want to click multiple times in a row are everywhere. Protect is the most common move in VGC and is also notably really bad to be locked into. So is Fake Out. So are setup moves, so are status moves. That's what makes Encore so dangerous. By having a Pokemon with Encore on your team, you make these normally safe options very risky. Imagine a situation with Incineroar and Mystic Water or Shifu Rapid against your opponent's Whimsicott and Choice Specs Miraidon. Normally, Incineroar would want to click Fake Out at Miraidon, letting Urshifu get off a powerful attack. But in this scenario, using Fake Out is unsafe. If you do, Incineroar is going to be forced to switch the next turn by Encore locking it into a literally useless move. That gives your opponent a functional Pokemon advantage with one of yours being a dead slot for the turn. And in a doubles restricted format where every other Pokemon is obscenely powerful, you're making a huge gamble. But of course, letting Miraidon click one of its nukes isn't exactly safe either. Have fun figuring it out. This also applies to, for example, protecting to stall out Tailwind. Your Calyrex Shadow is going to beat the low health Groudon and Whimsicott once their Tailwind ends? Well, you better hope Precipice Blades misses because clicking Protect is digging your own grave. Even if the Encore Pokemon isn't on the field, you still need to be worried. One mistimed status move as they switch in and you've just lost your Pokemon. Encore is always, and I mean always, exerting immense pressure on your opponent. But of course, it gets worse. Encore has a disgusting strategy with the move Disable. When you're encored into a move and then that move is disabled, you don't have any more moves that you can use. This forces you to struggle, a weak physical attack that deals 25% of recoil back to the user. Not 25% of damage dealt, 25% of your maximum HP. When a Pokemon has its Encore disabled, it becomes less than useless, dealing far more damage to yourself than opponents. Okay, sure, this is pretty bad, but why not switch out? This is why some players have opted to pair Encore and Disable with trapping effects like Gothitel's Shadow Tag. When this is all set up, there isn't actually anything that you can do anymore. All the counterplay comes in stopping it from happening at all. Oh, and by the way, Encore and Disable is just as nasty when you only have 2 Pokemon left. It doesn't really matter why. If you can't switch, then you're getting destroyed. By far the most famous usage of this is Wolfie's Perish Trap teams, which have won several massive tournaments across multiple formats by using this strategy with Screamtail. Screamtail is even seeing a ton of usage standalone, proving that it doesn't need the trapping to make this combo work. It has a ton of results and is likely going to continue performing well in Regulation I. In conclusion, there's a lot more to Encore than meets the eye. VGC's high Protect and Fake Out usage alongside a slew of other status makes it easy to lock stuff into useless moves. Then when combined with effects like Disable or Trapping, it creates checkmate scenarios. This move is a threat. Thank you so much for watching.